Hello, welcome to the Horror of It All movie podcast. I'm Eric. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of my nice hefty Vinegar Syndrome order from August, and that's everything from August. All the pre-orders, as well as the summer sale that they did. So, yeah. Alright, we'll just dive right in here. And afterwards, I'll try to remember some stuff that I've been watching. I haven't been able to get around to it. I figured that would happen. I'm like, oh, I want to do it its own show. Well, it was more convenient at the end of unboxings, so excuse me. I'm going to keep it that way. So, we're going to dive right in here. First bag. New smell. We got something I added towards the end. It was Kid Brother. And this is from Canadian International Pictures. It is a story about a kid who actually is half a kid. He was born without legs, and it's not CG. That's the kid. But it sounded interesting. It was like a last-minute addition after I did my initial first order. But yeah, it just seemed interesting, seemed intriguing. That's the inside. I'm going to keep it where it is. They've been good about already flipping it to the opposite, so yeah. Alright, we got a book. Oh, it's like a comic book. Oh no, it's an interview. Yeah, and comic-like, yeah, at the end. So, this one I'm very intrigued by, so to speak. This one was one of the new Peak-O-Ramas from the, I keep wanting to call it mid-year, the summer sale. This one I heard, I'm interested to find out if my disc works okay, because a lot of people said their discs weren't working, so they're going to be doing a replacement. If anybody didn't know that, well, now you know. Inside is the same. Let's see what the reverse is. Whoops, I got some plastic. I will reverse that. And there's no nudity, so we're good. I was pleasantly surprised by the summer sale. Plus, it wasn't anything too crazy, so it was easy to kind of figure out, I guess, if that makes sense. It wasn't like a huge sale like always. Another one from the sale, which was a new slip for Trashy Lady. Nope, no nudity there. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna open everything. This is an older release. This one, for once, when they did, every other time I've had the release, I just get the slip. On this one, I did not because I didn't have it, and I was meaning to add it to my collection. This was the other last-minute addition from my initial pre-order with Kid Brother. This is from Gunpowder and Sky, and I've really been digging their stuff, and this looked really good, so we'll see. Can't really see it very well. Maybe you can see it better in the video, but Hearts Beat Loud. And it has Nick Offerman in it, so yeah. Pretty sweet. I'll open that one, sure, why not? I might not open the Peak-O-Rama ones, because you never know what I can and can't show, so. But this looks pretty interesting. Like it looks like a pretty good movie. We'll find out. The Blu-ray is like a vinyl, and it's got a book. Very musical-oriented movie by the looks. And I really like Nick Offerman, like I said, so I think I'll be good to go. And Gunpowder and Sky is usually pretty. Most of them that I've got, I've loved. So this is one that I'm not going to go into detail, but it's the upgrade for The Young Like It Hot and Sweet Young Foxes 4K. Inside is that. Alright. Now, these are mostly from my initial pre-order. Speaking of what I've been watching, I haven't watched this, but The new Culture Shock, number 13. This is Streets of Death. If you don't already know or you're new, Culture Shock is one of my main staples, so to speak, that I automatically go for, and then I go back and see if I can add, if I'm able to add another couple, I will. But it's Culture Shock, Fun City, Saturn's Core, and Agfa are my definite 4 staples. Again, they flipped it for me, so I'm good to go here. Streets of Death is another shot on video, so I'm all for that. I know not everybody is, but I am. Most recent Culture Shock that I watched was oh man, I forgot what that movie was. I have my Letterboxd right up and ready. Because I'm sure I figured I'd forget. Was Raw Nerve. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. Next one that was an add-on, which another one I'm really digging, the ETR Media. They do a lot of like music documentaries and stuff. This is Low Sound Desert. 2 chapters of rock music by Jorg. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Sternick. Steenek. I'm not good at names. Anyway, I'll just show it to you. This one is, in early 1980s, punk rock couldn't be stopped. With the impact, it has spread around the world to reach even the most remote places, including artistry canals of some bored teens from a small, isolated desert communities in California. I know it seemed like people from Dazed and Confused, Queens of the Stone Age was involved, Caius, I think that's how you say it, and yeah, Mondo Generator, among others. So I'm really into these. The newest one that was put up, I am definitely all of that. That's even more up my alley. Not just a documentary about music, but this one's about the 90s hardcore band Dead Guy, so I am all for that. Not this, the new one. Oh, cool. It's not reversed, but it's a nice collage of pictures from that time. So this is one of the first ones I'm going to definitely check out. I am pretty stoked on that one. As I was just talking about with the sale, I did have Blue Ice. So I got the slip cover, and I'm all for buying the slip covers. I know some people are like, I don't want to buy a slip cover. I'm not getting into the whole slip cover thing. I'm on the side of like, I love them, and if you don't like them, like, that's cool. Like, whatever, you do you. I got the new VSA from the sale, 26. Someday down the road, I'll do my ranking of VSA, but like I said, I got to cut it off. I might even cut it off at 20 just to make it easier. I don't know, because they've been ramping up on these, even more so. That's the inside. Let's see. I'm guessing the reverse is probably the other side of the VSA slip box, but we're gonna find out. Gonna find out with me. No, it is completely different. Fucking sweet. So, oh, sorry. In case I didn't leave it long enough. This one looks fun. Definitely, I got the poster. I'm into most of them. It seems a little thinner of the VSA, so I am all for it. I have every single one, and I've bought them right along since they started, because I've been buying from Vinegar Syndrome since 2013, so I have the majority of their stuff. There's always a few old DVDs and things like that I might be missing, but yeah. We got the Volume 2, essentially. They don't call it that, but it's the Next Doorish Wishman set, the Moonlight Years. I had to do a double take because I'm like, I thought I have this, but I have the first one, duh. Which I actually haven't been able to dive into. Nice box set here. The new Agfa looks kind of interesting. It's a bunch of like short films. It's called like, what is it called? Like Fuck the Satan? It's like Fuck the something about Satan or fucking, I don't remember what it's called. But anyway, definitely not this. In case nobody knows, I did hear on a podcast that was done with, I feel like it was Disconnected and the couple of the main guys from Agfa, that this is the second one. They're kind of going backwards, I think. There's going to be a third one. There will be a third one, and of course it's one of these sets that it almost jumped out at me. That's the inside. We've got a book. I'm familiar with some of this stuff, not all, but who better to put it out than Agfa and something weird. Something weird for the people that are really fucking technical about it. So yeah. It's the next Doris Wishman set. Pretty sweet. Alright, bag number 3. I have 4 bags. Alright, some more pre-order stuff that I'm totally excited for. The Rene Cardona Jr. Next movie they put out. I was kind of hoping, once I heard once this was like a hint, I was like, ooh, yeah, it's Guns and Guts. I was hoping it'd be the next box set, but I don't know where they are with that, because I know, he did pass away, so after the last box set. But you got a Hot Snake, which is another one. It's not Rene Cardona Jr., but a couple of westerns. So that's pretty cool. They've been diving a little bit into some different stuff, like westerns, or trying to think of what else it was, like kung fu movies and Japanese stuff, or Cantonese and all that. That's the reverse. It's not really even a reverse, or is it? No, there's no spine, so I think it's just both movies. Out of these two, I'm most excited for Guns and Guts. So we'll see how that goes. I'm a big fan of Rene Cardona Jr., so even before that box set. So, yeah. What do we got next? Nice. Incredible Melting Man on fucking 4K. You get to see a guy melt in 4K. I am all for that. I do have the old Blu-ray, and this was definitely one I was more than happy to upgrade. Got some new stuff on it. Super excited for the next 4K. I know it's, to some people, yeah, it's bigger than what the more obscure stuff they release, but I don't care. I'm a huge Amityville Horror fan of all. I love their box set. I love that those movies, I grew up with those movies in the box set, and it was so cool. Who better to put them out than Vinegar Syndrome? My favorite out of that would have to be, I can't remember the full title, but it's like 1992. It's, I think it's one about clocks? I don't know, but they're all object ones. But I love that one. I love all of them, but I have talked about that on previous Vinegar Syndrome episodes. But anyway, was the Amityville Horror set. It's so cool, too, because not only will the Amityville Horror be on 4K, and it will have the special features ported over from the Scream Factory edition, but they pulled together a bunch of other features from other sets or releases from other countries. So that is fucking cool, because there were some that I was thinking about buying, but it was for the special features, to be honest with you. But thank you, Vinegar Syndrome, for doing that. That's the inside. It's a black case because it's 4K, so what is the reverse here? Original artwork. We'll flip that so they're not both the same. I am a little particular about that. Like, if I can have not covers both the same, it makes it more fun. But another first one that I can't wait to watch. Not first that I've seen it, but first watch. Oh man, this movie looks really fucking good, and I'm really hoping for the best. It's the new Fun City. Natural enemies. I mean, come on. You got Hal Halbrook in it and Louise Fletcher. What a cast. Probably original artwork, I'm assuming. I'm not familiar with this movie other than what I've read on the site about the release. The case is cool. Definitely reminds me of like VHS. Like not the case, but the wrap. And then the inside is just like the slip case. And it comes with... Oops, hold on. Can't do both of those. It comes with a book. So, yeah. Very intrigued by this one. What else we got? The Birds 2. I saw this once in the 90s. Came out in 94, so that makes sense. It's a TV movie. The sequel to The Birds. I don't really remember much of anything about it, but it was definitely one of those that I was like, yeah, absolutely, I'll take it. I love Hitchcock stuff. Not saying this is Hitchcock or even as good as that, but well, I'm sure anyway. Oh, cool. That's the artwork I remember. I remember that prominent at the video store. On like an end, like, hey, check this out, new release or whatever. I don't remember if I initially rented it. I feel like I saw it on like a USA or TNT or something, but back in the 90s. Back in my day. All right, and we got one of my favorites, and I've been looking forward to seeing this movie because they talked about it in the documentary of their first release. Number 14 from Saturn's Core, Dead North. They talked about this in the documentary for Wave Productions, and this is a nice Wave production. Fully on board, ready for that. The most recent Saturn's Core I watched was Savage Harvest. Really fucking good. The effects on that have no business being that good in a like no budget shot on video movie, but they fucking killed it with the effects. It's a nice brisk like 72 minutes, but it was so good. I loved it. I haven't dived into the special features yet. There's an archive documentary and a new documentary, so that'll be cool. Oh my god, this is so cool. I am so off. This is one of the biggest ones for partner labels that I was looking forward to. Lunch Meat did if you're not familiar with Lunch Meat, they do a lot of VHS stuff. Oh my god. This book is so thick. So cool. It's got newspaper clippings and a bunch of Wave stuff. It's got an interview with the director who had a lot to do with Wave stuff. He's actually, I believe, I know he's the director, but I think he's like the main dude of Wave, I believe, if I remember right. No, we're good. All right. Bag number 4. Last one here. And I got a quick little one from my first order, believe it or not, from Grindhouse Video. Not Grindhouse Releasing, Grindhouse Video. Alright, this one will be not too many because I got the box set. Forgotten Jolly number fucking 5. That's so cool. So cool. We got... Oh, is that backwards? Okay. We got White Dress for Mariel, I think it's called. Tropic of Cancer. Oh, yeah. I don't know if it says on these. It says on the website whether they're like... Nope, this is English dubbed. This one is not. And 9 Guests for a Crime has an English dub. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Make sure I got them in still the right order. I have every one of these, and I dig all of them. I haven't finished all of them, but I've only haven't done a couple of movies. So. And then this one was one that came out in July, I believe. Yeah. That I didn't get. I almost bought when I visited the archive. I forgot to say that last time. So cool. It was definitely a dream come true to go there. I didn't really buy a lot. It was more for the experience, and especially because I had a lot of the shit that they had. I did buy some more rarer things, like out of the norm, I guess you would think. But I got a rare VHS tape. That was, what is it called? Love at First Sight, I think. It's one of Dan Aykroyd's first movies. It hasn't been released on anything. I don't know how rare the tape is, but that movie's rare. Man, and I got... Yeah, I didn't get a lot. I'm trying to think. But yeah, if I think of any more, but that was one that comes to mind. But I almost bought... We're all going to the World's Fair. There... And if you're wondering why it's in a plastic bag, it's because it glows in the dark. Can't really tell here because I'm not in the dark. But you can kind of see it. You're in trouble. I think that's it. Yeah. I meant to get this one in July. Wasn't able to. There's a lot of partner labels, so, you know. And first and foremost, without question, I get... all the Vinegar Syndromes, and as long as I can, I get my staples, and then I go from there. Wasn't able to get this then, and then decided on getting it, especially because initially I didn't think this, like, to me, this slipcase isn't that great, but because it glows in the dark, that's cool to me. I don't know. Something a little different. This is a Utopia. I do not buy all Utopia because, well, I can't, but I have some. But this will be pretty cool. I'm going to put it back in the bag just in case if there's a reason for that. Don't want it to flake or whatever. I don't know what it's going to do. But all right, last one. From a brand new label. This is number 1. VHS Hit Fest or VHS Shit Fest. I don't know how you say it. I heard it's Hit Fest. I've heard it's Shit Fest. I don't know. But it's Corn Shucker. It looks beyond... no budget. The original, and it was shot on 16mm, so that's the original 16mm film elements were lost. All that remained was a VHS. So please be advised to transfer. The transferred quality is confined by the limitations of the format. But yeah, this was a new one. It looked. I don't know what to think about it. It looks a little out there. Maybe even a little creepy. But yeah, new partner label. It's the inside, very lo-fi. I don't know, man. Something about it just looks creepy, and I'm all for it. And it's only 63 minutes, so I'll definitely plow right through that release. So yeah, that was my August stuff from Vinegar Syndrome. Couple of things I wanted to go over other than the couple that I said of what I've been watching. I saw Nope, and I was able to see it in theater. Never thought in a million years that in my little town that my theater would get it because they get like a lot of the bigger movies and the kids movies and stuff. Occasionally they'll get something. They got the first new Halloween. They didn't get Kills. I was able to see both of them in the theater, but not in my theater. But they got Nope, and I kind of went into it almost blind. I had a gist of what it was about, but I loved Jordan Peele's first movie, of course, Get Out, and Us. I really liked Us, and Nope. Nope was might be my second favorite, but I don't know. It was just really good. I don't even want to go too much into it, but I really enjoyed it. What else have I watched? I watched Fatal Exam, finally, finishing off that box set of the regional horror before the next one comes for Black Friday, I believe. That was pretty good. I will admit that, like everybody says, it was a little too long. It could have had some taken out, but it wasn't like painfully long or anything like, is this going to get over? It wasn't one of those. They filled it pretty good, but I think they could have, trimmed the fat a bit. On the Full Moon app, I checked out a kids movie from the 90s that I had never heard of, but I'm all for Jack and the Beanstalk stuff. I watched with my oldest son as well as my youngest, popped in and out and stuff. But it was Beanstalk. Not a horror movie. It's definitely a kids movie. It's on the Full Moon Features app. I really enjoyed it. It was definitely a different take on Jack and the Beanstalk, but I love fairy tale theater stuff. So yeah. I watched, let's see, what else did I watch? Now that I'm in my Letterboxd. I watched The Head. Shout out to Michael Keane, another fellow YouTuber who makes great movies. The Head is on... Oh, fuck, I forgot what I watched it on. It's on one of the free ones. I keep thinking Pluto, but no, it's like the main regular free one. But yeah, I thought it was really good. Actually, it was fucked up. Yeah, and I'm trying to think of where I ended from the last time. I might have mentioned Shriek of the Mutilated. I really enjoyed it personally. The twist was different. I watched Trainwreck, the Woodstock 99 Netflix documentary. Watched the other one too. I'll watch anything about Woodstock 99. It's definitely nostalgic for me. I know it was a train wreck. I wasn't actually there, thankfully, but I did watch it all on pay-per-view. I know that's not the same, but something about that, man, just brings me right back to being a teenager, and I loved it. Allison's Birthday is in the Severin box set, their big box set. What is that? The oh man, now I'm blanking what that was. Damn. Anyway, most people should know what box set I'm talking about. I hate when I blank on certain things, but I've done pretty good today. Usually I'm way worse. It's like the Woodland box set or whatever. What am I trying to say? Anyway, somebody's screaming at the screen like I would be. But yeah, that's in that box set. I always have wanted to see Allison's Birthday. I never got around to it. I thought it was fucking great and super creepy. Let's see. I watched Cloak and Dagger, the VSU. Great release. Great movie. And that's about it. I finally watched The Strange Vice of Miss Ward. The Severin version. I've had a seamless version forever. Never got around to it. Got the Severin version. Watched it almost right away. Great Giallo if you haven't seen it. And yeah, that's about it. I did see a couple, I guess, that I usually don't like including this, but I did track down Satanist, The Devil's Mass, which is kind of like a documentary on Anton LaVey or LaVey, that I was hoping AGFA would re-release because I never got it just came and went, barely. But then they released Satan's Children, which was the bonus movie on that disc. They said, as far as I understand, they're not releasing this. But I could be wrong. I hope I'm not wrong. But I'm glad I finally saw it. It was okay. Unfortunately, what was another one? I saw Father Stew. That was a really good movie. I really enjoyed that. I watched Pick a Destiny with my son, the Tenacious D movie. He really liked it. I had seen it, of course, but... and then my youngest son, completely out of the norm, but the movie Ron's Gone Wrong, that movie was fucking fun. I like kids' movies too, I don't care. And yeah, that was about it. I also, lastly, I watched Coca-Cola Kid. I thought it was okay, unfortunately. I might give it another watch sometime. I don't know if it maybe was a mood thing, but I thought it was okay. It was good. It was good for what it was. It's not a favorite Fun City, for sure, but it was good. It was okay. But yeah, lastly, I got a quick little grind. Oop, there's my address. Yeah, a little Grindhouse video order. First time ordering from them, and I will be ordering from them again. They're great at what they do. And again, I don't know why I have to say this, and I probably don't, but I mix it in my head with Grindhouse Releasing. It's not that company. They're kind of like a diabolic type of thing. Just a couple little things here that I got. I think I can show this. Yeah, there's no nudity necessarily. Can't show the back, but I've been wanting to get this for a while. And for whatever fucking reason, if you go on eBay and shit, sometimes it's expensive. And I'm like, no, you can still get it. It was normal price through them. Joe D'Amato's, and also written by Rossella Drudy and Claudio Fragasso. They're collaborators, and I love their collaborations. 11 days, 11 nights. But the main reason why I did it was because 88 Films, this movie looks so, I don't know what. It's definitely a take on, by the looks of the artwork, a take on like Clockwork Orange to a degree. But 88 Films, Killer Moon, and man, this is different. This is different. Oh, by the way, these are I believe. Joel Robinson art. Shout out to Joel Robinson. I know Joel. I've met him a bunch of times, and we're on a first name basis now. I haven't seen him in years, unfortunately, but he does a lot of great art for like Scream Factory and all the labels. But that's his art. Check that out. Pretty sweet. But yeah, it's a slip box. I like that. We got a poster and a book. Definitely shout out to 88 Films. I don't talk about them hardly at all on my channel, which is unfortunate. I don't buy all their stuff, but I do buy quite a bit. That's the reverse. I might flip that, actually. I'll leave it for now. But yeah, what'd I say? Joel Robinson are on here, 1978. It is B region locked for anybody who doesn't have all region. And 11 Days, 11 Nights is unlocked. This is an older release, though, in case anybody's curious, from their Italian collection. Alright. That was long-winded, and I got everything in there. Sorry if there was any dead air because I couldn't think of something. I apologize. Anyway, check out my other videos. Check out my other unboxings and my rankings. I don't know what's coming up next, so keep an eye out for whatever. I'm almost to 100. I only got a few left as of this video, so that's awesome. When I do get 100, I will do a video for that, so that could be the next one. Thanks, everybody, for still watching and keeping right along. Thanks, everybody who watches the whole video. Shout out to Culture Shock. Culture Shock has been, like, killing it for me and sharing my stuff, and I love you guys, as you know, as a label, and I really appreciate you. Saturn's Core as well. I believe I'll get a shout out to them, but yeah, thank those labels. But thank you guys at Culture Shock. I really appreciate it. But yeah, check out my other stuff. Like and subscribe if you would. That would be great. And this has been the Horror of It All movie podcast. I'm Eric. Until next time.